When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Boise State's offense will get the first possession of the game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Power football with the run. There he goes. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Genty last year with the sensational season, got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, David?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's going to be a really good system. And having Mad Dog back at quarterback, a guy that you know you can trust how to distribute the football, knows the plays, a lot of experience back on the offensive line. There's a lot of others that were still here for that playoff run.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Rushes on him, scrambling away, and trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Washington's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. This time on target.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Williams looking for a man. Tight end finds a soft spot. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Gain of 19 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Broncos. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He's got it on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off the RPO, complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Snags it quickly on the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and, man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Jeanty is gone from that dynamite team, but a lot of pieces back in place. I feel like this is a team, Jesse, that we're going to see in this spot a lot more.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think there's a lot of people out there that just think it was all Ashton Jeanty, but you're right. They have a lot of NFL talent returning at other spots, so I still expect this team to be successful.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Just keep slinging it. The short hands, it's Marshall. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
The Broncos have their offense in high gear. Looking to pass, it's Madsen. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Backed up now, here's second and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
It'll be third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gives it on the option. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the air, it's Madsen. Got his man on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
They'll run it on first and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll do it himself. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? Sets up the screen, and they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
Splits the uprights right down the middle, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And so far, the quarterback play has been less than stellar. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Williams will pass. Easy completion on the shuffle. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead down.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
wants to throw. It's Madsen. Snagged out of the air. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Broncos come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Oh, they're after him.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. Grab the short pass to on the board.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And with the heat he's been under, you wouldn't be surprised if he's seeing ghost every time he drops back. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He takes it at the 45. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll go right back to him. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Madsen. It's caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Broncos have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They're going to go for it on fourth down, and remember, from this spot, they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Touchdown, Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Use the play fake, now to throw. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner is stopped. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Give to the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a gap, it's Sherrod. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up.
Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Looking for a man, it's Madsen. Right on the money. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. The RPO, it's complete. Not gonna get there, not gonna get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Oh, the attempt is no good. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Toss to the outside. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, He's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Loss of 4 on the play. 3rd down coming up.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And this quarterback has had a less than stellar game. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman. Touchdown, Huskies! A great catch and run for 6.
Washington.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He gets it in there again, scored the touchdown, got the 2. He's doing his part to mount the comeback.
Washington, 11.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State ready to send up that offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
The run from the shotgun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Dropping back. It's Madsen. It's complete on the right side. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. The snap sets up to throw. Got a man. It's Marshall. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Works the middle of the field. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And you want that clock to run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Right back to the well. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation.